Goodbye. Goodbye, desk. What the hell was that?
Well, I think that was some shade thrown your direction, my guy.
Okay, all right, Johnny, I see.
12 hours a day in a Widow lobby.
Dude, look. When I watch 2 drops again, catch me in those Widow lobbies. They're fun. They're super fun.
No, they're fun. I'm just bad. So I don't like them. I think I'm in Johnny's boat. I don't like them.
Yeah, I'm in Johnny's boat because he sucks at Doomfist parkour because he can't get past level 1. All right. Let's get to the game. Gladiators versus the Vancouver Titans. Yeah, going to be a very tough game for the Vancouver Titans. You would imagine. Glads, yeah, they're still looking pretty damn good. They're looking like their old selves, it feels like, Rose, coming into this meta.
Yeah, they do. I mean, Gladiators, once again, like I know we keep hitting this point home, but they are just one of the most versatile teams when it comes to the compositions that they like to run, the hero depth that each individual player has, and especially when it comes to Reiner. In their match versus Florida Mayhem, where they won, Reiner actually played like a ton of different tanks. It was mostly the Doomfist, but we did see some Winston, some Diva. Maybe we get a chance to see some Orisa today. I feel like that's something that could be in his wheelhouse, but we saw Reinhardt too. And so there was just a lot of flexibility there from this player that I feel like the rest of the team can flex around really easily.
Yeah, this team, especially with Astro in the mix, you can imagine they want to go pretty damn fast. Yeah, it's been a bit of a crazy time for the Glads. Of course, we mentioned it the other day with Padapan and Arns stepping away. It's a situation where you kind of need someone to fill those shoes, and Happy does that almost perfectly. His hero pool is exceptional, and with Kevster being this kind of hyperflex and one of the best traces that we have, you would put Gladiators on the top of the table right now for the Countdown Cup, at least. On the other side, the Vancouver Titans, while Aspire has been also a very good tracer player, something they mentioned on the desk, Mirror can't, or like hasn't shown too much proficiency on any other tank apart from the Doomfist. Of course, the Junker Queen is in that mix too, but we're not seeing the Junker Queen right now after the nerf to the commanding shout. So this might come down to a Reiner versus Mirror matchup, and it looks like Reiner just beats into the post almost every time.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, is when Vancouver played against London Spitfire yesterday, a lot of the compositions that they ran were just Tracer, Sombra, Doomfist, Brig, Ana. That was it. Until that last map of Colosseo, where we did see Mirror flex over to the Orisa. And this was before we saw other teams really kind of find their groove with it as well. So it was just a nice treat to see Mirror try to flex onto something a little bit differently. Yes, you were contending with London Spitfires, Reinhardt Rush, but it still looked pretty good. And so I'd love to see if Mirror can maybe pull on that particular pick for this matchup. Do we see the Doomfist versus Doomfist? I think I'm with the desk, and I hope we don't, but we could. We could. Like Sanctum or something, I don't know.
Yeah, we are going to Paul. We'll see what map we end up on first. Feels so awkward though playing Doom on Sanctum. Like, you got a lot of mobility, but there's like not enough room for you to really move. That's just control in kind of a nutshell. There's a few flank routes here and there, but it's not something that you can kind of dive out of nowhere and then just slam somebody.
Yeah, well,
although Doomfist doesn't really play like that as much anymore. It's more of, obviously he's more like a frontline hero now in the tank role, but
he's like a linebacker, right? He's about to go like body your team from the front. So
yeah, but it's still not a pick you'd really want to pick. You need someone with a lot of kind of point presence, especially on Village, which is
true.
What we're going to now. We'll see what they want to do. Reiner's hovering over the Doom. Mirror on the Orisa.
I think that makes more sense. I'll talk about Titans first, because this is a look that we saw from them on Colosseo versus London. Yeah, okay. I'll talk about that in a second. I have a little bit more faith that the Titans can make this Orisa work, especially when the Mei is there to bolster it up. You'll already see them wrapping over to the point. And so if they can get control of it now, oh my god. Oh,
that was a large anti and a large punch too. Can he punch someone off the map? No. Yeah, there's the Orisa standing there. Oh, wait, what?
Huh?
Oh! Wow, no, so Okay, let me explain that real quick. As they're going to clean up, they're going to clean up. So when you punch someone as Doomfist, this happened to me in the Alpha or Beta. I can't remember which one, but this happened to me. When the Doomfist punches the Orisa, when she's fortified like that, so she can't be moved, the punch velocity, if there's someone near it, still hits the person behind them. So Skyripper was clearly like behind the Orisa at that point, so he still received that impact, even though it looked like Reiner didn't move because he just kind of crashed into Mirror. Yeah, that's happened to me once. That's how I can explain that. But anyway, next fight.
Yeah,
Gladiator. Oh, Reiner's also got ult, by the way. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, pretty nice. There's the Meteor Strike up on the high ground. Skyripper didn't stand a chance. There's no Immortality Field. Astro cleaned that up as Kevster gets a reset off of Aspire.
Okay. Well, all logic has been thrown out the window here. I have no idea what's happening on point anymore. Okay. Well, Gladiators maintain control. That was such a fast Meteor Strike. Kevster has Blade.
Yeah, it definitely helps when you smash 4 people into the wall at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it forced Lamp too. So like Shu hit the nade, it forced Lamp, and then you hit the 4-man stun.
Yeah, no, it was a lot.
Nasty.
I mean, you still get damage too when you're like hitting into like the Orisa. So yeah, it all adds up. But
oh, a Nano Reiner maybe straight to the back. He's already 60 HP. Seismic Slam is going to get a little bit of over health back. Missing a couple of shots. Yeah, the hand cannon's still a little tricky to land sometimes in those small corridors. They're just, the DPS just kind of weaving around the Doomfist. Vancouver Titans end up flipping the point. Only use 1 ultimate.
Yeah, that feels really good too, and it's just going to be the amplification matrix. And at this point as well, when you have such mobile heroes, it's not really like you're looking at amp matrix to kind of set up for some type of zoning ult or like long range damage. So it's fine to just kind of expend that. It feels good that you're still able to get value. Now you can see Kevster's actually going to be going over to the right-hand side over by the environmental portion of the map just to be able to get a vantage point for this Blade. Might not even need it though. Skyripper's already down there from Shu.
Oh, Kevster dueling Aspire. Oh, Aspire. Yeah, he ended up losing that one. It was a 2v1 with Shu up on the high ground. The Vancouver Titans end up using their beats to counter that to Blizzard. Vancouver not wanting to invest their own beat, but now they're on final fight territory. Mirror has to be escorted around the map, Rose, to use this Terror Surge. It's going to be hard to lock people down.
Yeah, you really want to be able to fight Gladiators on the point, but once again, it's mobility that comes into play, where how are you going to do that? Funny Astro has been able to do a great job of maneuvering Gladiators around, but it comes down to this.
Reiner in a 1v2 there. Use that Meteor Strike. Vancouver Titans forced to use that B. Only hit 3 people. Aspire didn't get any of that over health. King did, but it faded away pretty quickly when Happy hit him with a headshot. Overtime's here as the Vancouver Titans. They eventually use their Terror Surge. Happy falls dangerously low, but with Shu's Nano Boost online, seems like an easy target to put it on Kevster. Couple of resets for him. It's only Skyripper left. Vancouver Titans, in amongst all the chaos, they do manage to get the flip, but it's probably all for naught, considering the dwindling members of the Titans. However, Aspire does kill 1. However, with Master dead, yeah, that's pretty much it. Vancouver Titans, they do lose round 1. Okay, not quite. Hang on a second.
Wait.
The fight's not done. Happy dies to a random King headshot, who makes it back on the Mei. And with the both cooldowns used, even Skyripper with the Batiste is actually back. Oh, they don't get back on time. Oh, that's a C9.
Oh,
the OT
man.
at that stage goes down so fast.
Yeah,
C9,
I don't think Titans were expecting that. You could see the thought process there of like King waiting in the ice block. I think Mirror just wasn't thinking ahead where Reiner had charged up the punch. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I actually thought Titans would be able to come back into this one, but we get to go to another map. Going over to the Shrine next. Maybe a change up too for some of these compositions. I don't think the Doomfist works nearly as well on this map. Like, you don't have high grounds to really play off of to get those fast rollouts. So it makes a little bit more sense that we're going to see the Winston from Reiner, and then we see the Orisa from Mirror. So, going to try that one more time.
Wow, that was a really long-range spin. You see it hit Shu? Jesus. Good aim from Mira there.
Yeah.
There's always historically known as a projectile player, so it's not too surprising he hits those. Oh, the backline of the Vancouver Titans in trouble. Reiner's on the Winston now. Much more of a hard-focused dive comp.
I think
no real hope there for her.
yeah, I mean, like, that's rough. Titans right now, like, they're playing this, like, kind of run and gun, like, Orisa Rush. Like, you have the May walls to be able to isolate somebody on the Gladiators, and then you go in and just kind of, you know, punch them. But with Gladiators running this aggressive style of dive, like, look at where, like, Reiner is set up. You can see Happy got a quick hack. They're really just waiting for Titans to walk in, and then Reiner's going to pounce. Right on the back line, too.
Yeah, you can see him Happy lying in wait. Aspire ends up getting hacked. He's got a lot of support still. Skyripper forced to use that lamp pretty early. Ryan's got the health back to run to as well. Mira lands another clutch spear. Kills Shu. Can Glads end this fight pretty quickly? They've only got Funny Astro for healing. Kevster ends up getting stunned. Has to hit that recall. He has got a pulse, but Reiner is still doing an immense amount of work in the front line. Built up to that ult pretty damn fast. And with Mira dead, still Vancouver Titans struggling to find a place in this fight. Eventually Astro goes down, but Gladiators have stalled long enough for Shu to come back. Even Happy being quite survivable on the Sombra. Titans couldn't end it. Mira had the perfect opening with his spear on to the Ana, but they couldn't end up getting it. And now all this time Happy's just been farming that EMP. Here come the beats.
Use the beat for survivability. Oh, you're gonna throw the EMP on top too? That's just the insult to injury there.
Yeah, 75% now for the Gladiators. Just their ability to just keep hold of this point, even losing Shu, playing a little bit more conservatively. It's looking pretty rough. Even King switching over to the Tracer knows they need to get onto the point because the Vancouver Titans, yeah, they're getting spawn camped right now. At least they kill Happy, I suppose. But with only 10% to go, and Kev's with a pulse, looking pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean, King's gonna try to blink onto the point, get slept. Oh, does he even touch?
Oh, can they touch? Can Mira touch?
Oh my god.
Oh, he does. Managed to get there in time. Pins Ryan to the wall, activates that Terror Surge. Ryan is gonna take a whole heap of damage, but still manages to survive. Little follow-up for the Vancouver Titans and Mira, as he's kept alive with that Immortality fill from Skyripper, but focused down rather fast. Happy on Farah, because why not, I guess, at this point. Overtime is here, and it's gone. The Gladiators, the quick and clean 2-0. Take map number 1.
Oh, that's just like, this is the versatility of the Gladiators, right? Like, using Doomfist when it works, and then switching over to heroes that just really work for the particular map architecture. Like Shrine, we usually always see Winston, at least in the Overwatch 1 days of old. So, they know exactly what to do here. They're so tactical.
Yeah, feels pretty good for Glads right now. You know, they've had a little bit of a disappointing couple of weeks, but stepping into the Countdown Cup, looking as good as ever. Reiner receiving a nice little massage there from what only could be assumed is Unter in the background. We're going to jump to a break. We'll see how his shoulders are doing after this. Hey, welcome back. Gladiators with quite a quick first map as we jump into our second one. Single substitution on the field. We've got Astro stepping away, skewed in. Maybe double flex, maybe a little brig. We'll see what they want to do.
I think an Ana Zen. We're going to see Ana Zen. Jaws, that's the T. That's what Gladiators really like to rely upon on some of these more payload-oriented maps. You know, Funny Astro is great for being able to take fights a little bit faster. The Lucio, of course, also just like kind of a surprise factor too. If you don't know, he's like up around your head hitbox, up in the skybox there. But yeah, I just think Ana Zen all the way for this team makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. We'll see if the Titans can kind of stop the Glads in their tracks, because yeah, it was pretty one-sided on that first map. But you kind of go into this series expecting that, even though the Vancouver Titans have had a very impressive run, even into the tournament, Rose. I think it was a big shock to a lot of people, like, whoa, okay. Obviously, we knew Aspire was extremely good, but King also showed up massive. Another rookie that's coming quite hot on the things like Genji. So there's still lots of hope and praying, I can imagine, for the Vancouver Titans by their fan base. And I think it's worth pointing out they're still not out of the running.
No,
so
they're not.
They're 3-16 right now. They are sitting in 12th, which is just above Paris Eternal, who aren't in play-ins. So they are vying for that spot that currently Boston Uprising is sitting in, that 10th spot. So there is, although it is small, there is still a possibility, and it would be good to kind of get a series win here, but against the Gladiators, you're thinking, ooh, okay, maybe not this week, but it's still a good test.
It is. I will say that, you know, based on the standings, New York's loss to the Atlanta Reign earlier today actually buys New York, the Titans, a little bit more time, because that's really who they're contending with right now with that 11th spot. But then you also have Boston that's playing gatekeeper there at the floor of the play-in teams. And they do have a record of like 8-12, so yeah, the Titans got to be perfect after this week. Like, if it does end up being a loss to the Gladiators today, and we're not saying that it will be, but yeah, they can still make a comeback, that's for sure. But hopefully we'll get some more maps under our belt here, maybe a map 4 or 5.
You see the little grin on his. I love that.
I know.
Yeah. You hit the reflect, but you didn't hit it with a full charge shot, so you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
All right, back on the Sojourn.
Yep.
Skewed on the brick, so no Zen.
Okay.
Sad stuff, honestly.
I mean,
what a sad state.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe on the side swap. I said tomorrow. I meant the side swap. I honestly kind of like that both of these teams get a chance to just play, I think, what they're best at. They don't have to really worry about a Sombra, either of these teams. I was a little bit questioning about how Happy would handle playing the Sombra just because of, you know, the lack of playtime he has had on that hero this season. I mean, the Sojourn, though, like, it lights up the field. That's what you hope to see here. Titans on the other side, too, though. Like, they don't really play the Sombra either, Jack.
No, but they play this hero pretty well, so I'm happy with that.
Oh.
I think Sojourn, out of, like, all the heroes in the game currently, maybe this will change when we see some new ones, or like Kiriko or whatever. But Sojourn, for getting clips, for getting the Twitter clips, like, the Sojourn is pretty spicy. Just like with the movement and whatnot, like, it looks so, you can look so stylish when you're doing it, especially when you hop on that overclock.
There's a pretty big compositional switch from Titans. So they're going to keep Aspire on the Sojourn, but whoa, Junker Queen. Hello.
All right, going back to another pick that Mirror did find quite a bit of success on the Junk Queen. Commanding Shout hella nerfed, but still, maybe the Orisa and everything else that you were trying before, and especially the Doomfist not working out so well for you. Switch to something that you've played with to quite decent value. Happy, overclock, super early, ends King's life and Sky Ripper. He's on the flank. Trying to come back on the Doomfist, mind you, to get back in the action ASAP. And to play against and have a little bit more survivability against the Junker Queen is quite a nice swap there for the Glads too.
Yeah, I know that definitely feels really good. I mean, this right now, though, like, you just have to start building up to some ultimate. Like, King is going to struggle a little bit here to find a way to weave in this Pulse Bomb, just with how spread out the Gladiators are playing and knowing that Skewed 2 has a lot of access to be able to support the backline. Just watch how he maneuvers around that.
There's the Nano. There's the Blade. Don't need much else. Oh, nice bit of reflect damage there from Kevster. Skyripper unfortunately ending his own life with that reflect damage. And we'll take the 5K. There we go. The guy that was literally built in a lab to play Overwatch.
Yep, that's true. I would argue proper also. Maybe also built in the lab to play Overwatch. That's rough though. I mean, King was able to weave the Pulse Bomb in to kill Shu, but just like that, like Gladiators still have such a firm, commanding hold of this point. And there's one more shot. Jack, Titans only have 40 seconds left. They've got to get this overclock.
Nice headshot on Happy there, but the shot wasn't fully charged up, so Aspire couldn't quite one-shot the enemy soldier. Shu does end up dying, but Mira pays for it with his life as he dives quite deep. Now it's Kevster versus Aspire. Kevster's super low, but look at this. Skew to the rescue. The Vancouver Titans kind of struggling. They're actually on the wrong side of the map completely. They have gained a tick and then some, but these staggers are going to be costly.
Oh my gosh. I mean, what? How does this even happen here?
Look, they're just pinging him out.
Like, oh, you could just leave him alone. Happy can just keep the main on lockdown here. I don't think you care too much if King is behind you, because you can just keep swiveling around.
Okay, two big ultimates though, Rose. They got that rally commanding shouts already been used. There's the Rampage. Who does it hit? Oh, I don't think it hit anybody, unfortunately. So one of those big game-changing ultimates going a little wide as he does get booped and killed. Overtime and almost a full cap for the Vancouver Titans is all there will be allotted by the looks of it. Nice pulse on Kevster. It's not going to be enough. Happy's even got his third overclock of that round. As the Glads are going to hold first.
Yeah, this is rough for the Titans right now. Really just looks like they don't know what to do. And I think a lot of that is just how good of a team the Gladiators are, that Titans don't really have the ability to stick to the game plan they'd like to. But I don't really know what you do against a beefed up, prepped and practiced team as the Gladiators, as angry as they were not making it to the Summer Showdown.
Yeah, last medal wasn't really theirs. Extremely disappointing. However, they did have a tough schedule going into Summer Showdown.
They did.
Kind of debated endlessly. It was like, they didn't make it. Are they washed, maybe? I don't know. And it was like, actually, they did have a pretty damn tough schedule. But still, looking like the same old Glads. Oh, of course, might as well have a look at that blade. So much damage. Oh, it wasn't quite the 5K.
Oh, yeah.
Just called that. Happy got the kill on King. We'll call it a 5K though, just for you, Kevster, don't worry.
That may as well be.
He killed the lamp. Actually, the lamp counts. Lamp counts as a person.
Does it?
So that's 5. That's 5. No,
really?
But it will for this example. It will.
It was like, you cannot be one of those people that counts lamp as a.
Oh, I can.
It's the.
Because then I always get double kills as Genji. I get one and then get the lamp.
All right, that.
Okay.
Checks
Reiner
out.
Hog. Please
No,
stick on it.
no,
Because it's one of the only tanks we haven't seen.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Is it?
Okay, we've seen the entire slate
No,
of
stop
tanks
it.
now.
Oh, I thought he was going to go back to
Reiner on
spawn.
Hog.
No, he's
Nope.
actually rolling out with the hog. Oh my god, the disrespect.
Come on. Show us what you got, Reiner.
That's so disrespectful.
Give us a hook. Oh, I'm just waiting for it. I think the rest of the Vancouver Titans are as well. Bit hard though. Of course, Skyripper playing the Ana, perfect counter to the Hog character.
Yeah,
Almost like a DLC hero at this point. Oh, Mira's dead. So no hooks. There's a hook. There's a kill. There we go. All right, he is pretty low. Got naded at the perfect time by Shu. And with King and Master dead, pretty unwinnable. And there we go. 100% Hog win rate, everybody. And now we can put it to bed. Good stuff. Good stuff. Gladiators claiming the second map. Titans falling short.
I guess we have seen every tank hero this stage. Reiner looks so pleased with himself right now for that pick.
A pat on the back. A job well done. And another massage.
Oh my god.
Damn, is that what they're handing out? Is that how Glads are so good? Their muscles are just massaged so well. Damn, that's crazy.
I'm sure that helps you play better.
Yeah, it probably does. Oh my god, of course, Hunter talking smack in the chat as well. Hogged. Yeah, unlucky. Wow. Unlucky Titans. Still a chance to come back, though, for Vancouver. We'll have to wait and see. We've had a crazy amount of map 5s and reverse sweeps on the cards, so map number 3 is on for them. In just a moment, can they make it back? We'll see.
the tip of the spear, and the follow-up is there.
Rotations appointments, WGS Phoenix winning the fight.
Saved by Aztec though. It happened.
Oh my god.
Even Scale instantly deleted.
Oh my goodness. A Hill-Band switcher.
Which teams do you think will make it through the Countdown Cup? Share your art celebrating the team you'd like to see move on to the playoffs for a chance to be featured on the broadcast and the Overwatch League fan art gallery. overwatchleague.com/art-gallery. You know the drill by now. You can go submit all your artwork over there. Now, back to the series at hand. We do have Titans and the Glads facing up, squaring up. Thanks to Reiner, we now have the Hog 100% win strat, so stats. So that's great.
No,
that's great. That's
no.
good stuff.
Wait, can we even call it that for him? Because we've seen Florida Mayhem bring it out. We've seen the Roadhog a few other times, and that did not work.
I mean, yeah, sure. True. True and real. Master's taking a back seat for the Vancouver Titans as TAC is in. So we'll see if this is the change that they need to come back. We are going on to Dorado for Escort Rose.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so I actually kind of like this idea here. You know, it's not that Masa's been doing a bad job, but I think that Aztac, when being able to play like the Zenyatta, he really started to come alive last stage playing that particular hero. So maybe we get a chance to have the Zenyatta come into the play. And that just allows you to have the Transcendence. The Orbs of Discord can be really good for focus firing onto targets. So, yeah, maybe that just kind of tightens things up for the Titans.
Where would you, attack or defense, what would you like to start if you're the Titans right now, Rose?
I kind of feel like you might need a confidence boost here a little bit. I'd like to see them maybe start on the attack just to see how far they can get. But I don't know if Gladiators are going to give them that chance. I actually don't know how that works. Who gets to pick sides?
Well, we know Glads are on the offense, so there you go.
Okay.
Questions answered. So Vancouver Titans, we'll see how well they can defend against Glads. No changes for Gladiators, of course. You just saw no Astro or anything. So we're sticking with Skewed. His better hero, or one of his best heroes, being the Brig, which works out super well because she was like protected and then some, and then Kevster can receive the pack. Same with Happy, but protecting Shu is normally the aim of the game. The guy does some serious damage on the Ana if he's not healing people.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. I think that the Brig was good, but it still allows you the ability to play the Zenyatta on it if you want to. But let's talk about the Titans first, because they are on the defense here. And for the first time all series, we've got King Sombra. Ooh.
Okay. So wanting to hold pretty close. So ideally here, King sets up with a hack, Mirror dives down, Aspire the same, Sky Ripper and Aztac sit on the high ground, throw packs, throw nades, throw sleep darts out there. See how the Glads, if they know this is happening, they run double sniper, but I can imagine Happy's going to change after a quick shot. Same with Kevster by the looks of it.
Oh, okay, wow.
Right.
Yeah, so both going to Sombra here. And we have seen Happy play the Sombra before.
Do it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, it was
That's why you don't want to jump too much. Sometimes it's a little bit easier to track the head. It's pretty easy to track the curve downwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know the angle-ish when people fall. So. Sometimes spam jump, very bad. Sometimes very good. Oh, Aztac. In a bad spot.
Ooh, big pick though. Okay, so Mirror's gonna take out Happy, and that actually gives a pretty significant advantage over to King to be able to get these health pack hacks and then also just keep initiating these engagements. Aspire was forced to use the recall, but you're still looking at Mirror staying alive and being able to kind of open things up as they do have to make a quick rotate back, but they're still all alive.
All right, now they're going to try and get on top of Skewed and Shu. Nice sleep onto Mirror there. Has to back up almost instantly. Gets hacked and then re-hacked and then probably hacked again if he isn't already dead. Yep, there you go. There's the kill. There is one person behind the Gladiators right now, Aspire, but they don't really need to do much because they've already won the fight in the front lines. Even Aztec's pretty low. Aspire does land the pulse bomb onto Shu. Maybe an opening for the Vancouver Titans to capitalize on as both their supports are still alive and well up onto this high ground. They can just spam packs on top of Mirror, who's almost earned himself a Meteor Strike, another get out of jail free card. Primal Rage for Rhino though, just like bashing away at the enemy team. Aspire's back in the mix, but clobbered by Skewed there.
going to be a rough one for Aspire to come back into, but Titan's still fighting. They tried to use the
Just
rally.
throw more ults. Just throw more ults. Invest everything. Jesus. Yeah, these fights are crazy long at the best of times. That was a big EMP from Happy. Everybody had to pile onto the payload anyway. King has got himself an EMP for this next fight. He's taking control of high ground. Maybe just dropping on somebody is the best course of action.
Yeah, but Reiner's got it already. Gladiators on the attack have taken away that high ground control. Aspire's pretty low, has to retreat for now to be able to heal back up. But, you know, I think Mira's been having a tough time on the Doomfist trying to find an opening. It's just the Doomfist versus Sombra that can make this a little risky, and if Happy wasn't on the Sombra, it might be a different story.
Solo AMP onto Shu, and a successful one at that. Nice little rehack onto Reiner. This is what we wanted to see from the Vancouver Titans. King setting people up with the hacks, and then Aspire and Mira just finishing up the job.
Right, and you know what? In the series that we saw from Titans earlier this week, they did such a good job of that. So they just need like that mental reset. They need to take a couple of deep breaths and just kind of do what they're good at. Mirror has been able to open things up a lot for the Titans, and it's really about King and Aspire now kind of working with that synergy, but it's tough to contend against ultimates like a Dragon Blade.
The Blade. Can you get resets? Doesn't look like he had to dash away to safety after he got hacked. Glads are doing what they do best though, Rose, and just perma-moving that payload, but once again, the Vancouver Titans setting up these dives rather well onto Shu. They do trade supports. Ooh, not quite in their favor, as now Skewed is the only healer alive on the payload, or near the payload. Oh, not anymore.
Yeah, look at by the statue. I guess, you know, Aspire and King, Mirror, they all kind of just went after the backline. So it's a pretty big trade here. And yeah, Gladiators are going to start to get some progress, but not before Titans come back into this one.
Oh, it's just getting on each other's backlines and who can kill those people first. And then they can rejoin their own support, right? I mean, that is what's happening right now. Another big slam in from Mira, but Aztec has actually been nanoed in the back. He has to pack Skyripper. He does get one, and ooh, what a whip shot! Jeez. Okay, nice shot onto Happy. Both Brigittes nano to keep them alive and to keep their Arnas alive as well. It's just the DPS that are dying. It's just support combat right now. Both Aztec and Skewed coming out with kills on either side of things. Payload is still contested by the Vancouver Titans as an nade lands on Skewed, who has to play a little bit more safe. Mira tried to dash in there with the punch to try and get some space and some damage onto the backline of the Glads. Wasn't to be. Payload's capped. With 3 minutes to go. Glads, yeah, maybe those massages working out rather well for them. They're looking limber.
This is a blistering fast pace too. 3 minutes left in the time bank. Moving into third. Kevster's gonna have another Dragon Blade. And, you know, when you're running the Ana and the Brigitte, the rally isn't really the response that you're looking for something like the Blade. Kevster can just go in with the vanilla Blade here too, knowing that rally was just used not too long ago, and you don't really have another answer unless maybe you get hacked. Oh, look at, okay, so Titans have to know now.
Kevster's got to set up this dive with Reiner. The high ground's good. Oh, there's the hack onto Aztec. Aztec does dash away in time, so the hack doesn't go through, but it doesn't matter because Kevs is there with the blade. Beautiful nade from Skyripper, but there was no follow-up from the Vancouver Titans DPS or even Mira to try and take down Kevster. And just like that, the Titans will crumble. Just now, what, 2 minutes to go? It's still defensible as King has almost got that EMP. And Aspire, in fact, did find the flank. Takes down Kevster, so now the Gladiators dwindle. They didn't have their support ultimates to kind of roll through this. So it's going to be a reset.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty big reset here. And actually, we're going to see Kevster switch over to the Tracer. Okay, so giving up on the Genji for now. Maybe not feeling like he's able to find the same amount of value with King's hacks, but rally. Glads.
Oh. Yeah, I think Scoot's the only one benefiting from that overhealth right now, but it's all good. As long as Shu stays alive, oh, he's getting some of it. I think Shu's more concerned of getting kills on his own, to be honest with you. There's the EMP. It was a good sleep from Shu to stop Mira just punching his lights out, but look at Kevster just running after Mira, knowing Mira doesn't really have many cooldowns left. late rally from the Vancouver Titans. They're going to need it. With a minute to go, the Gladiators are a couple of meters before they lock that third checkpoint in. And with Reiner playing up on the spawn doors and Scoot getting his, what, 15th nano of the game, yeah, you're feeling pretty good.
Oh, King just trying to go in for a hack too, but Reiner body blocking out of the spawn. Yeah, that'll be a full map completion here for the Gladiators. I think Titans still made that fairly competitive, though. Getting a lot of time off the clock on that second point. That defense was played really well. They had some great dives. They were able to initiate onto the back line. They traded that out well and bought themselves a ton of attempts. But sometimes you can just muscle your way through, despite maybe having an ultimate economy advantage. Just need to
pretty nice defense from Titans, I will say.
Yeah, the second point was great.
Wasn't a speed run or anything, right? So, yeah, 57 seconds in the bank for Glads. They set the pace car. Can Titans keep up on their offense?
Yeah, there must have been a reason why the Titans would have picked the side that they did. Thank you, production, for that one. Loser picks map side.
There you go.
Since the map set is predetermined, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's all going to be, again, once up to Aspire and King and Mirror, it's just the race. It is the Happy Kevster Reiner race versus Aspire King Mirror to try and kill each other's backlines. And the Gladiators have just been a little bit quicker. A bit different, I will say, with Glads now, as Happy's going to forfeit that race, and it's just going to be sitting back with Shu and Skewed on the Sojourn, so he's not diving into the front line unless he wants to be really cheeky.
It provides a different flavor of the dive, because Happy has the ability to chunk down targets so fast with a charged up railgun shot, and then Kevster and Reiner can dive on that and clean up those picks. So you just have to play a little bit differently if you're the Gladiators, but wow, that's a start here for the Glads.
Yeah, you saw the positioning there of Aztec and Skyripper. They couldn't actually see Mirror. So yeah,
Go sleep!
That was nice. That was nice. Yeah, he's still pretty good at the game. I say still. He's always been good at the game. But yeah, Shu's at Ana. I'm so happy we're seeing Shu on Ana again.
Yeah.
Junk Queen. Oh, dearie me. Well, unlucky. The Junk cut. Yep, unlucky. The Junk Queen meta was fun, right? It was pretty stale in terms of how metas go. A lot more variants. And with the backline, you're not expecting like crazy plays from like Lucios and Briggs. You're more looking for like Lucios Ajaxing, right? I mean, that's the big thing. But with Ana on the field, you just create so many like big highlights with sleeves and even nades. So it's pretty sick to see. And when people are on their favorite heroes, normally you get an even better performance out of you.
That's true. It's just sometimes you just vibe with it a little bit more. But definitely seeing the vibe right now. Shu is going to be having a nano on time pretty soon, and Kevster as well. Oh, man.
That was close. Yeah, Aspire and Mirror try and go for that dive in tandem, but don't quite get there. And Mirror gets slept. Yeah. Glad's on that mad ting right now. 2 minutes to go. Nano's been built up from Glads, but these fights have been so quick. Like, Happy hasn't even got an ult yet.
No, I mean, look.
Come on, man, you're lagging behind.
Look, Kevster's outpacing him right now, so the Nano Blade is online for the Gladiators. If they keep stalling this out, though, they can just hold on to it for a while. Oh, Titans, though, they're starting to get ultimates of their own as well. So you've got the Pulse Bomb from Aspire. You don't worry about Defense Matrix eating that up. There's no Diva on the other side.
All right, there's the dive from Aspire and Mirror. Aspire dodges that sleep darts. Doesn't land the pulse, however. And yeah, Happy always just playing gatekeeper, making sure Shu and Skew don't go down. There's the nano, there's the blade. Oh, he jumps straight over Aztec's head. You see that? He saw he got nanoed, so he's like, well, I'm going to kill Skyripper then. No worries. Nice double kill for Kevster. As, with a minute to go, Vancouver Titans struggling to get much stuff done here, but
well, they've got
maybe
the EMP. Yeah, like EMP. This is kind of the last chance, because if the EMP doesn't work, you know, then you're kind of hoping that you can brute force your way through it with the Meteor Strike and an aggressive Doomfist, and then the rally as well from Aztec. But as it stands, it's King getting a position to try to knock him down.
Oh, that was really nice actually by Skew there. Kind of anticipating King going for the EMP after the manual hack. Aztec, Skull Ripper dead. Yeah, no EMP for King. They at least forced the rally. Not too bad, but they only get one attack now. Okay. What is happening?
Why are they over there? What?
Why are 3 people from Titans on second?
Why is Aspire in the church? Why is Mirror back
You
there?
just left Sky Ripper and Aztec in spawn.
Oh my god.
Okay, they're gonna rejoin.
Oh, but who's gonna get? Someone's gonna get picked off here.
Oh, there's the EMP.
Oh!
King gets slept and dethroned. Aztec's at least got the rally. He's giving himself overhealth. Happy. Oh, in trouble. No, he's not. Tell a lie. He's never in trouble. Who's touching? One person. No people. And yeah, there you go. Gladiators going to take the series 3-0. That was a bit of a rough one on the Titans side of things there, but with an exceptionally strong Gladiators, and like you said, Rose, maybe a little frustrated about previous performances in the last tournament. They are coming out of the gate swinging, and they look as strong as ever.
Yeah, they do. That was an impressive performance for sure, and especially when, like, you know, the Titans, they've been improving steadily over the course of the season, and they were undefeated for a time last stage with 3 wins in a row. You know, they're still you know, trying to find their groove. It's just that the Gladiators, they found their groove sooner in the season.
Yeah. A couple of nice approaches from the Titans, although it was a triple flank and it did look very funny. Like, you kind of see it, right? You want your supporters to kind of walk out, maybe bait them in a little bit, and then kind of go for this big flank. But yeah, it didn't end up working out for the Titans. Unfortunately, couldn't get that first point on Dorado. But Glad's pretty happy right now. A 3-0 going into the play-in/playoffs. They're very much locked in for the playoffs position. Just getting some more wins, getting some more dubs under the belt, getting more practice on this patch is important. Player of the match for this one, I think we're going to give it to the man, the myth, the legend, the machine, that is Kevster.
Yeah, Kevster, whenever he's on Tracer, always puts on a good show for everybody. I just feel like he was born to play Tracer on a lot of levels, but the Dragon Blades too.
The dude's born to play Overwatch.
Yeah, that's true though. Because yeah, the Genji too is also very impressive. All right, well, we'll give him the 5 manner for that one, for the Immortality field.
It is crazy, by the way. Obviously, it was quite a while ago at this point, but do you remember a time when we didn't know what Kevster looked like? We were just playing Guess Who, the board game. And like, who is Kevster? And he was the little chibi Genji to start off with. That was pretty. I liked it. A good timeline. A very happy timeline.
God, 15
but yeah, Kevster's our player of the match. 15 final blows per 10 is pretty good. That's on the match too. That's not even like on Dorado or anything.
Yeah, wow.
Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to have to look forward to see how Glads do for the rest of the Countdown Cup qualifiers. The Vancouver Titans do have a little bit of a tough schedule ahead of them. The next 2 games that they have are Dallas Fuel and the Toronto Defiant. So, again, a bit more of an upwards hill battle. But theoretically, right, you got the first, like the strongest opponent out the way first.
That's true.
So, still hoping to pray there for the Titans. The Gladiators, though, they're looking same old, same old. And they played the hog, more importantly. Titans did get hogged at the end there. And yeah, with that, I just want to point this out, by the way. I said we should give Reiner player of the match because he played hog, but everybody overrode me. So yeah, unfortunate. We're going to jump to a break. That's it. That's done for the weekend. We'll see you guys very soon. We've got an interview with Danny Lim on the other side of this, though. So you're not going to want to miss that. We'll see you in a bit.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by Upper Deck, the official trading card of the Overwatch League. And by TeamSpeak, the official voice supplier of the Overwatch League.
Welcome to the Watchpoint Post Show, everybody. I'm here now with the Shoo trainer. Shoo! Oh my god, I messed that up so bad. I'm so sorry, Shoo. From the Los Angeles Gladiators. Congratulations on the win. That was a very quick 3 Overwatch for the Los Angeles Gladiators. And, honestly, it's been some time that we've seen you because last day we weren't able to see you play your role because of the meta and everything. So you were on the bench. So how did that feel like? And also, if I could add, you were on the bench, but when you still came back, you still dominated. So how are you just so good after a season of after a stage of just not playing? 자, 질문이 2가지입니다. 슈 선수 오늘 일단 승리 축하드리면서 저번 스테이지 어떻게 보면은 이제 슈 선수를 많이 못 봤는데 메타 때문에 하지만 어떻게 보면은 좀 한동안 좀 쉬다가 다시 돌아왔음에도 불구하고 슈 선수는 항상 잘하기 때문에 좀 그거에 대해 궁금합니다. 좀 어떻게 이렇게 좀 쉬는 기간에도 이렇게 잘할 수 있는 이 기력을 발산할 수 있는지, 그리고 벤치에 있으면서 좀 어떠셨는지 뒤에서 이렇게 경기들을 보면서.
일단 저는 항상 그 그러니까 일단 제가 프로 하면서 벤치를 처음 해봤는데 일단 제 폼이 떨어질 거라는 걱정은 하진 않았고요. 왜냐면 저는 항상 좀 자신감이 좀 넘쳐나기 때문에 이제 저보다 잘하는 선수는 없다. 이제 이런 마인드로 게임을 하기 때문에 이제 그런 마인드가 좀 많이 도움이 됐던 것 같고, 이제 막상 벤치를 해보니까 좀 많이 심심하더라고요. 그냥 삶의 자체가 그냥 일을 하다가 이제 아예 안 하니까 이제 한 판도 안 뛰니까 이제 진짜 삶이 이제 무의미해진 것 같고 스크림도 하고 싶고 이제 그런 처음 느껴보는 감정을 느껴본 것 같아요.
All right, so being on the bench, this was actually, or last stage was my actual first time after going pro that I was, being benched. But I wasn't really worried at all because I'm the type of person that has a lot of confidence, and I knew and I know right now that I am, the best, one of the best players. So I wasn't really worried about my time on the bench. But when I was actually, in the backseat just watching the games, I realized that I got really bored. I wanted to scrim, I wanted to get out there, and wanted to play. So that was, I guess, one of the downside of being benched. Talking about you being a great player, I think everyone could agree that you are one of the best honors that we have in the league. Because of that, and plus, Overwatch 2 is releasing in 9 days, so I'm pretty sure all of Ana players in this world, would love to hear some tips and tricks from you. So if you have any tips and tricks on how to get better at Ana for all our viewers, and also because Reinforce really wanted to know as well. 자, 두 번째 질문은 이제 오버워치 2가 곧 있으면 나오잖아요. 이제 9일 후에 나오기도 하고,
네.
또 방금 말씀하셨다시피 슈 선수가 굉장히 잘하는 선수이고 또 아나 하면 슈 선수 아니겠습니까? 그렇기 때문에 이제 지금 이제 아나 유저들한테 좀 팁이나 어떻게 하면 좀 아나를 오버워치 2에서 좀 잘할 수 있을까요?
와, 이건 진짜 굉장히 어려운 질문인 것 같은데, 이제 제가 항상 저희 팬분들이 가끔씩 저한테 물어보는데 진짜 이거는 대답을 할 수가 없는 것 같아요. 정말 팁이라
하나만 줘요. 하나만. One. Give me one.
일단 그냥 이제 뭐 에임이나 이제 뭐 포지션 이런 거는 그냥 점수 높으면 서서히 잘해지는 거고, 이제 팁이라고 하면 쫄지 마라. 이제 아나 같은 캐릭터의 이제 장점은 이제 힐벤이나 수면총 변수, 이제 스킬 쓰는 거, 이제 거기서 이제 맞추면 캐리를 하는 거고, 못 맞추면 이제 그냥 안 좋은 거거든요. 이제 던지는 플레이잖아요. 네, 근데 이제 저는 아나 같은 거 할 때는 이제 수면총이나 힐벤 쓰는 걸 딱히 무서워하지 않아요. 이제 제가 죽더라도 그냥 쓰고 본다는 마인드, 그러니까 내가 무조건 맞추겠다, 이제 이런 자신감, 이제 그런 것 때문에 제가 아나 할 때 슈퍼 플레이가 조금 더 많이 나오는 것 같아요.
알겠습니다. 감사합니다. So, Shu says that, he often gets these questions from his fans and everything, and it is a very difficult question to answer. But if he has to give one tip or one trick is, of course, other than aim and positioning, which is really important, but that you could level that up as you play more game and as you go up the rank. But his one tip trick is, don't be scared. Don't be scared to make plays because Ana is a very skill focused skill-centric, I guess, hero where, you know, if you land the sleep, if you do a good job of sort of throwing those nades, then you carry. If you don't, then you will not carry and you're sort of throwing. So, you know, Shu says that, you know, when he makes a play, even if he has to sacrifice himself, he's not afraid to go out there and try his best to land those shots, land those nades, and land those sleeps. So that is his one tip or one trick for every Ana player in the world. Don't be scared. Don't play scared. All right, Shu, thank you so much for the tip and trick. I'm sure Reinforce would love for your trick. All right, thank you so much. And again, big congratulations on the win. 자, 축하드리면서 인터뷰 마치도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다. Thank you.
감사합니다. 빠이빠이.
All right, Johnny, are you happy?
We got it.
How to be good on a
We
aim
got
position. Number 2, don't be scared. 3, carry or else you won't. 4.
Profit.
Wow.
Wait, no. Shu.
Yeah, Shu. There you go.
Shu. There it is. Now Profit. Not Profit. Wrong team. Wrong team, guys.
Guys, I had to pull it out from him, but Shu, thank you so much for that one tip, and I think it's a really good tip as well. And with that being said, of course, big congratulations to the Los Angeles Gladiators. That was a 3 Overwatch if I've ever seen.
That was not that close. Unfortunately, Vancouver Titans not able to hold a candle to the Los Angeles Gladiators. Gladiators honestly just looking very comfortable in this meta. They have Happy and Kevster being able to flex their muscles. They can have Skewed come in to play the double flex or play some Brig if they needed. Reiner, we know, is a very good hyper flex. We even got a dabbling of Roadhog in this one. I don't think that was a legitimate strategy. That might have been a little bit of trolling, but it worked, so you can't really fault it too much, Johnny.
I'm still thinking about how to figure it out.
Johnny, just...
Roadhog came out! I like him on there!
He just talked about it.
Johnny, you just ignore everything I said.
Look, I was thinking about positioning on Ana. I was like, where should I stand? And then I was like, carry or you won't is a pretty like deep philosophical statement. So I just had to like think that's over. Roadhog!
Yeah!
Hey, look at him go. Yeah. You know, if Shu wasn't benched for the Summer Showdown, he would be like a great MVP candidate.
Oh yeah,
But the fact that he was benched because because he has 2 better main supports on his team, which is not his fault. Well, I mean, I guess he could practice main support then.
Well,
anyway,
he could probably play it. Like I would not be shocked if she was just like one of the best Brigs if he actually tried it and played it a lot. But
yeah. He's a bit like Violet, you know. Like if he just had a little bit of time to practice Lucio, I'm sure he'd pick it up.
No, I think Violet's a better Cassidy.
Well, I don't know. Shu is actually very good at hit scan.
We've never seen him on.
We did see the Shu Jern.
We did.
It was
there.
It was
about as good as Violet's Cassidy.
All right. Well, I mean, that was our last match for today. So before we move on, let's take a look at the West standings one more time for tonight. See any changes? Dallas Fuel and San Francisco Shock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at them
some
go.
big moments that have happened in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Houston Outlaws going to 16 league points is pretty close to securing their playoff ticket out here in Anaheim. New York Excelsior and Vancouver Titans, these losses make it very close to statistically impossible to making it into the play-ins. So a lot to play for some of these mid-table teams though.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're Gladiators. They're now in the. Were they in the playoffs before this match?
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, if you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know. Yeah. I'm sure there is at least 1 or 2 people that that were a little bit now.
Yeah, you're a man of the people, Daniel.
Yeah.
Helping inform people.
Thanks, guys.
We got it.
All right, you guys got me. And you know what else got me and everyone else? It's best of the day. Hey, just let me have this. It's my last day of hosting.
Okay, yeah, sure.
All right. I mean, we had 4 great matches. There were a lot of choices. Johnny, what was your best of the day?
Well, we didn't really talk much about the Vancouver Titans versus LA Gladiators game, so I decided to sum it up in one single play, okay? If you want to know what happened in the last match, okay, this is all you need to know. This is about the best visualization we'll ever get. It's overtime. You know, just, stall the point a little bit here, King. You know, give us a May ice block here on top of the point. That'd be great. Well, he missed the point. And then Mirror here.
Also missed the point.
Also missed the point.
Oh,
yeah.
So here's the ice block from King. You're supposed, if you ice block on the point, it continues to stall.
It helps when you're on the point to ice block.
If you're not on the point, it doesn't, and then it gets punched away by Reiner at the last second. And then, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
It's not great. But I feel like it was a bit an intricate C9.
Yeah, because it's like the classic like jumping block. I think we've all done that before. And then you're sort of sitting there, because you have to sit there and think about what you've done when you're sitting in the ice block.
People just have this thing about like jumping when they use abilities. It's the same with like Reinhardt and
terrible
Earthshatter.
about
Don't jump and Earthshatter. It just adds delay.
And don't jump in sound barrier.
But it's cooler.
No, nah, it's not though.
It's cooler. You put in a jump.
No, it's cool if you do a 360. It's not cool if you jump.
It's cooler than just a vanilla whatever.
It would be kind of cool if I jumped and analyzed the game at the same time.
That's true. You should try jumping.
Try
while
now.
you're doing that, let's talk about something that was also very cool that happened in the that also happened in the East. We have the long con from Xerneas right now. He's going to be chilling in the skybox, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Look at this.
You know what's going to be ironic? He's jumping.
He is jumping. He's jumping the most out of everybody.
Whoa!
Yo! I love that they had to cut it. Whoa. He was here for so long, they're like, okay, we got to cut it in the middle here for a little bit. But he got him. He got him. So that, honestly, worth.
So jumping good.
No, well, yeah.
Good is, you know,
relative.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
It backs up my point too. He went all the way up, jumping all the way up. He looked cool. And became your best of the day.
Sure, Danny.
His Sendiara's like, please come down!
Come down! I need heals! Please come down! What are you doing up there? Please!
All right, my best of the day. This was an easy one. This was from Hawk. The Atlanta match that we saw, and as soon as I saw it, I knew. I was like, this is my best of the day. It was Hawk on King's Row, where he sort of body blocks the Sombra, and then cancels the EMP with a remet kill. So it's literally a wombo combo. There's three things that I love. Remet kill, cancels an EMP, and also body block.
That's...
Like you can't. That's the best.
Oh, you can see the Flora reaction. He knows how mad. Do you think he was trying to EMP to cancel the remake? He must have been, right? But then he just missed it by that much.
Also, I think
this was just
even
perfect.
if you wanted to do that, maybe you're overthinking it a little bit. I'm going to cancel a Diva remake by using my EMP. Like, that explains why New York is 5-30.
Yeah, well, okay, well, let's calm down.
Look at Flora.
Okay, do you think that Hawk knew what was coming? Was this predicted, or was this just pure luck?
I think it's more luck.
Pure luck. It has to be
it's
pure
more
luck,
luck.
I think.
Yeah, I was very lucky.
Because how do you know? Because he was coming out of the room.
He did shoot the Sombra, but I think he was already planning on remaking before he hit the Sombra. So.
But hey,
we'll give it to you, Hawk.
Play. Yeah, Hawk, great job.
Yeah.
All right, so those were our best of the days, which means we're done with the show. But before we go, let's take a look at our schedules for East and West on next week, Friday. First up, we have the Chengdu Hunters versus the Seoul Dynasty, and we have the Shanghai Dragons against the Philadelphia Fusion.
Who wins between Shanghai and Philly?
I don't know. I think Shanghai wins.
I think there's a chance that Philadelphia takes it.
I actually think I'm going to pred Philly. Something in the air right now. Shanghai are sandbagging this stage.
Yeah, maybe. All right, Western region. We got London against Los Angeles, Dallas against Vancouver, Toronto versus San Francisco Shock.
Yeah, another team which is sandbagging this stage for what it feels like right now. No, yeah, the Shocker in Struggle Town, going 0-2 for the first time in a while. But some of these games are going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think all of these matches are going to be interesting, and you can all find out on Friday of next week. So tune in.
You did say one thing this post show that I don't think a lot of people noticed.
What?
You said that it's your last day hosting.
It is my last. Hey, guys, I just want to say before, really quickly, thank you guys for enduring my scuffed hosting. But hey, don't worry. Next week, we have a special guest to fill in this host spot.
Who can it be?
And I am going to go back to my comfy middle seat. You get out. You get out of my seat.
Wait, so Costa's not going to be here? Who's going to be here?
Who's going to be here?
What?
I don't know. You guys will just have to find out next Friday. So guys, bye-bye. Have a good night. We'll see you guys on Friday.